already live. And I have to take this thing off. Oh no, this is not going well. Okay, I've got it. Right, let's put this on there. No, cancel, I don't want to stop. Hello? Where is my microphone? That would help, wouldn't it? Honestly. Hi there. Now, I was not ready and I pressed the thing. I pressed the play button. I don't know why. Okay, so can you hear me all right? Can you see me okay? No, not that way. This way. Hi, everyone. I wonder why you're all at home. All at home watching YouTube. What else would we be doing? See, I didn't even try out this. Oh my goodness, I am not prepared this today. Good. Right, I've got to get sorted. Ah, dear. Yes, indeed, it is keeping it real. Look, I've got little madam here. Hi, everyone. Oh, dear. Right. Yes, we're on the live. Do you want to say hello? You come and say hello? Allez, kom. Kom. Ja? Dag mijn schat. Kom. Mommy, goed toe. Kom, allez, kom hier zitten. Ja, kom hier zitten. Ja. Look. She's here. Yes, Dirk's here for doing some checking up on people. If they don't behave, they'll be out the door. Somebody asked a question. Yep. And we are doing fine. I don't know whether Karen's here. She wasn't very well. She's got something wrong with her throat, so she was going to have her little rest earlier, so I don't know whether she's woken up yet. Catherine, generally I speak English to them, but also Dutch, I think. Also Dutch. Look, Layla. Layla, look. Yes, darling. Yeah, what is that? What is that? It's just, you know, you sort of get used to speaking the language to whoever, and then you keep speaking that to them. Thank you, Angelina. Well, I mean, do they understand anything? That's the question. You can shout at them in, you know, any language. Do they understand you? She's there now, look. Anyway, I've trained Layla because she's got this habit of getting under the bed, and when we leave the bedroom, I want her out of it, so I know that she's not, you know, up to any mischief in there. So in the beginning, I was shooing her out from under the bed, but of course I had to sort of kneel down and shoo her out. Then I started tapping the floor and then shoo her out, sort of, because I had to go and sit on my knees all the time. And then I started tapping the floor without shooing her out, and she came out. So I've trained her to come out from under the bed, where I just have to tap my foot now, so I don't have to bend down or go on my knees and get under the bed. So I think that's just so much easier, and I managed to train it. It took a few weeks, but yeah, she sort of, you know, now she knows. I tap on the floor and out she springs, you know. She's doing the thing. But I have a fleece blanket here. Hi, because she's been on my lap so much and she's been doing that thing, and I didn't want her to go onto my crochet blanket, so I've got this sort of fleece blanket that she's on. Yeah, so making biscuits, isn't it, that they call it? And so at least she's not destroying any, you know, any crochet blankets. Hi, Hager. So yes, so she's there. I have my crochet buddy, and attached to that is my bag. I found the buddy first and then the bag. Ah, bonsoir. Oh yeah, and I once held a nagged cat, you know, a cat without fur. And they do have fur, don't they? Sort of very, very fine, and it was so warm. Oh yeah. Yes, Stella. I think Layla should have her own channel. I'm sure she should. I could set up a cam. You know, somebody suggested a couple of days ago. I can't remember who it was. Um, Suggested I set up a camera for Layla. You know, so you could all watch her. But of course, I looked into that. But doing like sort of like a 24-hour stream is quite. Yeah, no, that wouldn't. You know, there's too much. You know, sort of behind the scenes for that. But I might do a video on, you know, she is the star. Yes, she certainly is. I might do a video on sort of her antics throughout the day one day, you know. Her antics. That's what you call it. And they are antics, I tell you. The things she gets up to sometimes. Yes, a day in the life of Layla. I am trying to find where I stopped crocheting. Where is it? Aha. Okay, now I need my hook. Thank you. Okay, here we are. Yes, I think a lot of people have gotten their yarn for the Cal, which is great. And also some of you, of course, are living overseas. So yes, unfortunately, you know, Wool Warehouse has decided not to send international anymore, but I think there'll be, you know, I'm sure there are other shops in your own country that sell this, you know, the Starcraft if you wanted to use that, but also that sell a similar yarn. So I'm hoping that you'll be able to find. Alia, j'ai une vidéo avec toute l'information pour le cal, pour le sac. Celui-ci. Vous pouvez trouver tout dans des vidéos de janvier. Donc, va. Oh. Oh no. No! Oh my goodness. In the yard. Oh, that's wonderful, Rebecca. That's wonderful. Don't attack the yarn. Oh my goodness. Why? She never does this. Oh, yes, Karen, sorry. I think it was a couple of minutes early. I am sorry. I accidentally pressed the button. I hadn't even checked my view yet and everything. And I was so busy. Well, the thing was, you see, Layla got onto my lap and I thought it would be a wonderful picture. So I started doing the thing and then I took the picture and yeah, it just went. The thing went. It started. Rebecca, do you know? I think she knows. I'm sure she knows. Layla? She's got her ball. Ah, don't. Ugh. this before. Yes, okay, of course. You know, in this day and age, we all have to think about, you know, what we're spending and on what. So if you have stash, I know, Julie, it is wet just right here. Ugh. If you have stash and you want to do the blanket in that, please, please, please do go ahead, okay? Because, you know, don't worry about the 3 or the 5 colors. Just use whatever you've got. The fact that we can do the cowl, that we can crochet it, that you have time to crochet is much more important than feeling guilty because you've spent money in this time, you know, at these times. So yes, I mean, whatever yarn you have to use it to make the cowl, that's fine by me, you know. I'm fortunate enough that obviously I ordered this yarn back in November and I decided I was going to make it. I didn't start making it, of course, in until January, February. But yeah, I mean, obviously, times are different now, aren't they? So, you know, we've got a Layla. Now she's sitting on the yarn. What is wrong with you? Oh, okay. She's fed up now. That was a quick exit. Right, let me put that here. Layla. Layla. Nope. So yes, so let's see if we can finish some whips before, you know, we actually get started on this cowl. So I am, as you can see, I am working. Hey, dag mama. I am working on the kiss blanket. I haven't done much to it again because I have been I've been quite busy this week because obviously I am still working because I already work from home. There we go. This is the kiss blanket. And it's been really busy at the moment because of course I have a lot of translations I have to do relating to the situation, you know, sort of for hospitals and stuff like that. So I've been doing a lot of translations there, so we'll see where that takes us. But in the evenings I have been able to do a few things at least, and so yeah, I've been yesterday we have been there was a live as well, so for the last few weeks I've been doing a live on Saturday as well, mid-afternoon, and then on Sunday, you know, the normal time, 8:30. So just so that you know that I will appear on your screens as well on a Saturday afternoon. And yesterday we talked about a bucket list for things we were going to do during this, you know, sort of time of isolation, quarantine, self-isolation, social distancing, whatever you know, whatever you call it. And a few of us actually, this morning somebody said, I went on a sunrise walk. And I thought, that's so nice, you know, because I got the idea from my daughter, you know, let's give her credit. You know, go for a sunset walk, go for a sunrise walk. And yeah, so we've been going on sunset walks. So yeah, we're gonna have to go on a sunrise walk soon. And then something else I suggested, of course, my suggestion always is finish those whips. Karen. So my other suggestion was, right, and we're going to do something else as well, okay. So my other suggestion was, you know how you buy all those teas? And you have a couple of them and the box ends up in the cupboard and you don't finish them, right? Or you maybe not like them too much, or there's one kind that you didn't like all that much. So I came up with the idea of, I was thinking this to myself and I said it yesterday in the video, I said it yesterday in the live, I said, look, you know, let's just drink those excuse me, let's just drink those teas. So somebody suggested to put them all in a jug. So that's what I've done. So these are all the teas I have, or I've got the tea from Brielle as well, but they're delicate bags, so I'm keeping those separate for a little while. But you know, I've got all of these, and I'm thinking, you know, so now I ask my husband for, just now he made me a cup of tea, but it was just water and honey, and then I went in here and I got a piece of, you know, tea out. So yes, lovely. So this was a rose one, which I do like, and I've already had 2 others. So you know, I'm thinking, yeah, that's going to be a really nice way to you know, to use them all up. And it's like blind dip tea. You know how I like to put the balls of yarn in a bag, and yeah, lucky dip. And how I like to just go like this and take them out. Well, this is exactly what we are going to do. So I've put them in here for the moment. I've got it there, of course, because I wanted to show you. But yeah, don't you think that's a really nice idea? Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, I mean, I had a lot. This is the thing, you know. I had a lot of tea, and I was thinking of using it all up, but it's difficult. You have to sort of reach for it, and if it's not there for you to just take, you're not going to have it. So that's why I thought if I put them all in my cabinet in one, you know, thing, then you know, I'm thinking I've already had 3. That's a 3rd one now. So I'm going to have a cup of tea in the afternoon and a cup of tea in the evening. And so there you go. Sandra, tea keeps a long time. I've never really chucked any. I've got some chamomile in there, which is what I bought from Belgium. And I haven't been to Belgium for more than 2 years. So, you know, that's 2 years old. But I'm not going to worry about it. They're in here. It smells gorgeous. It smells really gorgeous. I can smell it, you know. And so, yeah, I'm going to start having them like this. You know, it's a plan. Something else I've done as well. Okay. You know those body lotions that you buy? Hi everyone, you know those body lotions that you buy, right? You buy them, you use them a few times, or you buy them and you don't use them, or you buy them and you not really like them, but they end up in your drawer in the bathroom, don't they? So I have put all our ends of body lotions, so many pots, on the shelf. Right, so now we have a shower and we've got a mirror and a shelf, and there's normally nothing on that shelf because I like it clear. It's just me. So I've put all the ends of the body lotion on there, and we've already used up 1 pot. So we're going to use all the other ends as well. I've got about 5, 6 pots, tubes, you know, a present that you were given that had body lotion in that you didn't use up, you know. Things like that. I mean, it's silly. I know it's probably silly, but it's just nice to do these kinds of things. And certainly now we have to find some cheer, some fun in all the things we do. So I thought using up all the body lotions would be a good idea. Maybe not. Hey, who cares? Nobody's going to come into my house, are they? And there's something else I'm going to do. Yep. Oh, hi from Phoenix, Arizona. Wow. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining. You know, all those things that you're not using up. I think we need to just, yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, and all those little all those little pots of shampoo that you have, you know, the ones that you take from hotels. I know you've got them. I have them. You know, the little soaps, the little things. Put those on your shelf just to use, and then they're gone. You know, because we keep all those things. We don't need to keep them all. Yes, that you bring home from a hotel. You know, because sometimes I think, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not bringing anything. I'm not using it. I'm not bringing it home. And then I open my suitcase, right? Unpacking at home, and what comes out? Oh, yes, I thought you might want those. I didn't want them. So I've got them now. They're all in a drawer. I'm going to get those out as well. Yeah. Yes, I am. You know, or things that you buy to try and then you don't like it. Let's just use it up. Yeah. I know. I used to have those little soaps, and I put them in my underwear drawer to make it smell nice. But to be honest, that wasn't. Yeah, no. Guess what I did today? We talked about this yesterday as well. I got up this morning. I took out all my underwear, all my bras, all my knickers, most of my socks, not my winter socks, most of my socks. I found 3 pairs of gloves as well that I have, sort of winter gloves, and I washed it all. Yes, I washed all my underwear. I put some towels in because I came to the conclusion that actually it doesn't fill my whole washing machine. So I don't have such a big collection. And it was all one colour, it seemed. I only seem to have black and skin colour. So I put it all in the washing machine. Put some, put some fabric, put my soap and things in, and yes, scarves and cowls, yes. And guess what I'm going to wash tomorrow? I'm going to wash my blankets tomorrow. So, you know, it's just nice to do these. And then when I put my underwear in the dryer, I put it on a sort of a light dryer because I thought I'm not going to dry it on the thing because then it just, you know. And so I put it in the dryer on a light dry, not too hot. And I tell you, it was dry within an hour, I think. And then I spent time just, you know, taking it out, folding it all up, and I put it all back in the right places. So it was a bit jungled up, as it happens. And so now I put it all nicely folded, Marie Kondo style. Hey. If you do something, you might as well do it well, eh? So yeah, I've got all freshly washed underwear. Yes, I did put vinegar in with my underwear as well because most of my underwear is black, and if you put vinegar in, it keeps the color much better as well, so nothing fades. I don't use normal what do you mean why, Janie? I don't use normal fabric conditioner. I always use vinegar. No, it does not smell. The smell does not linger at all, and I put a lot in. I use a bottle up in about 5 washes. So, Julie, you know, I've tried the t-shirts, but I can't seem to be able to fold them like that. But yeah, the vinegar. But I just fold them anyway I can, so they fit in my drawer. That's what I've been doing. So I thought it would be a plan to wash all my t-shirts as well. So we'll see how that, you know, what I can do during the week. But yeah, vinegar is the vinegar is white vinegar. It's white cleaning vinegar, from the cleaning aisle, not from the food aisle. Okay, so here in the UK they sell cleaning vinegar, and yeah, oh, in your dishwasher as well. Do you know I should do that? Why not? Why didn't I do that? Yes, of course. Yeah, I'm going to put some vinegar in my dishwasher as well. I do clean my dishwasher and my microwave with vinegar as well. So I will put a whole cup of vinegar in my dishwasher and then just put it on a hot wash. And then once in a while, you know, whenever the cup overflows, there's some vinegar in there. And I also do it in my microwave, vinegar and lemon, I think it is. You have to look this up because I've forgotten the you know, the formula now. And then you put it on for so many minutes and it steams the whole microwave, so it's all clean. It's not malt vinegar, it's white vinegar. Yes, and I use it to descale my kettle as well. I boil vinegar in my kettle, but you have to stay there and you have to keep an eye on it, and then tip it out and then boil 3 times normal water, and then it's clean. And all the white stuff, all that sort of is gone then. And baking soda, yeah, I use baking soda and vinegar in combination to clean my drains of the kitchen and the shower and the sink. So you put the soda crystals in. Yes, I buy it. You know, I buy 5 bottles in one go. You put a heap of soda crystals on top. Yes, that's a good idea. You put a heap of soda crystals on top of your drain. Then you pour vinegar on, and it will start foaming up, and then I leave it for a little while, because then this foam goes into your drain slowly and it cleans it while foaming, and it's really good for degreasing. And then about 10-15 minutes later, I put a kettle of hot boiling water after it, so it all goes away. So to be honest, yes, I use Dettol. I use Sephora now because I love that, but I don't use many other cleaning products. I only use vinegar. Yes, it does, Sonia, it does. Yeah, your kitchen. Yes, so what I do now, because I've discovered Sephora, I put soda crystals, Sephora, and then vinegar, and then let that bubble up through your sink, and then 15-20 minutes later put a hot, you know, full kettle of boiling water, and off you go. And it smells lovely for days. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, I don't have all that many cleaning products because I use a lot of, you know, I use vinegar for a lot of things. But you have to go and buy the vinegar from the cleaning aisle. Okay, and there's this brand, and it's called Star Drops or something, and that is the one. Yeah, that's exactly right, Julie. Just, yes, Sephora Neat. Yeah, yeah, baking soda works as well, but you can buy special sort of that cleaning soda crystals. Yeah, Star Drops, they have that vinegar. And it's a really good vinegar, but it's a bit of spray, but obviously not enough comes out, so I always unscrew the spray and just tip it. So like I said, I use 1 bottle of vinegar for about 5 washes, so I put quite a lot of vinegar in. But yeah, it's good for your machine, it's good for your washing, and I don't use normal fabric conditioner. I bought a bottle because, you know, Mrs. Hinge, you know, I thought, oh, I might as well try it. And I really don't like the feel, the smell. It feels as if there's something in the fabric when you have fabric conditioner, you know. No, I don't like it. So I will, you know, I used it up as quickly as I could, and that's gone now, and I'm never buying it again. I've had to buy a new washing machine recently in January, and that machine has only ever had the little pods that I get mail order, and Vinegar, and that's it. And then of course, yes, Flora as well. So how do I wash my blankets? Vinegar. Yes, Janie, that's what I thought. It feels like, and also towels do not take up any water when you use fabric conditioner. But my towels, when I hold them against my arm like this, my arm is dry. When I do the same with a towel that's been in fabric conditioner, you go onto it and it's still wet. I don't know how people dry themselves with towels with fabric conditioner in them. So, back to how I wash my... I have a video on how I washed my Harmony blanket. So do go and have a look at that. I think what I did there is you have the 3 things in your washing machine, right? So your pre-wash, the conditioner, and your wash. When I wash something for the very first time, which I will do with these, and when I wash something dark, like a new pair of jeans or something like this, I put vinegar in the 3 things. Okay? So in the pre-wash, the conditioner, and the wash. Because you want it to be treated with high pH with vinegar in throughout the wash. And then I've got these, what I said earlier, I buy pods. I buy these mail order washing pods. They're called small, and they come every month. They are sent to me, and it's enough for the month. And that way I don't forget to buy my washing powder, basically. Because at one point I sort of ran out and I had forgotten to buy it, blah, blah, blah. So this way I get it sent automatically, and you can adjust it according to how many you need. So that's fine, because I've worked it out now, I had a bit too much and a bit, I worked out how many I need, and it's fine. And so I have a pot, I put that in my washing machine, put my blankets in. Generally, if I have one blanket or something, I'll put some towels in with it, just to give it some, Then, yes, indeed, that's right, Sandra, not for microfiber either. So all my microfiber is fine. Yeah, but how can you keep it out of your towels? If I fill up every load with towels, because I don't have enough washing for keeping it separate. So I just add towels to every wash so I can have a load. And then you can't keep your fabric conditioner out of it if you do use it. But anyway, so the pod in, the blanket in, and a towel or something like that. And then vinegar in the 3 things. And I turn it on. I walk away from it. I walk away purposely. Turn it on and walk away. Don't think about it. And now, this machine that I have now does a half-hour wash. So, the machine before, thank you, Dirk. The machine before didn't have, and the shortest wash I had was like 50 minutes. So then now 30 minutes. So 30 minutes is not a very long time to just walk away from it and leave it to it. What can go wrong in 30 minutes? I'll keep thinking. Okay. Hi there. And so you come back, and when you open your machine, do not panic. Okay? Do not panic. It comes out really stiff and horrible, but it will improve upon drying. Okay. Now, I don't dry my blankets in the dryer. I think my dryer is really, really hot. I don't know how hot yours is or whether you put your hand in it at all, but yeah, I wonder what. No, I just put them on my flat drying rack, either in the sun outside or um, on my radiator. But then I put it on my drying rack as well, sort of half on the sort of I shove it against the radiator. So yeah, I have a low setting, Julie, but still this morning I used it for my underwear, but still I think, no, I don't want to risk the blankets. So it just takes a little while in the sun, in the wind, to dry, and by the time you come back to it, they are back to being soft. So that was like, there is I have put some Zaflora in some of the blankets because Ray had been sleeping on this one quite a lot, so I put some Zaflora in as well. But yeah, I use vinegar every time, but especially a lot of vinegar in the 3 compartments when it's the first time that you wash something and it's got a dark color, so that you sort of set the colors almost. Thank you for liking. Thank you all for liking. That's such a great thing to do. I know, we're not talking about crochet anymore, are we? But do you know what? Sharing our ideas and sharing our knowledge and all these little things is just so nice, Yes, I am going to put vinegar in my dishwasher. Why didn't I think? I mean, I clean it with it, but obviously I didn't think of doing that, Yes, of course, Diana. There we go. So I have a couple of. Yes, how do you make the dryer balls, Sonia? I was going to ask, but it was all gone too quickly. Post us. Are you on our Facebook group? Post us a post of how to make those, because I think we can all make them. No, Pia. It is vinegar. It is cleaning vinegar from the cleaning aisle. I did used to use normal vinegar, alcohol vinegar, but it is really strong, and that's the only one I can buy. But in the UK, I don't know where you are exactly. In the UK, they sell this Star Drops vinegar, and it is for cleaning, so it's less strong. But I will, when I go to Belgium, I will be bringing back the vinegar that I always used to use, which were just big bottles of 2 liters. And I'm sure you can get it from Amazon as well, if you were to order it there. But make sure it's not malt vinegar. It has got to be white vinegar. Okay. Yeah, my washing machine, all the other programs are like 2-3 hours long. So I'll only wash sheets on a hot wash when we've been ill or something like that, because I just wash on 30 degrees all the time. Yes, white distilled vinegar. Yeah. There we go. Yes, so. Right, okay. Something else I'm doing. I am going to start using lipstick all the time. Yeah, I've decided. Can you see I've put my matte lipstick on? And I'm going to be using my lipstick. I'm not going out. I'm in, of course, but I'm going to put my lipstick on. You know, we all have those lipsticks that we keep for good days. Yes. I am going to start wearing them. My husband will think, what's she doing wearing lipstick when she's just working from home? I mean, why not? We've got to have some fun. We've got to have some fun. And I've got some great ideas for the next lives. Okay. But more about that later. Yes, what does she want? Oh yes, I've got the Birds Bees, Julie, which is coloured, you know, so yeah. Not all the time, Sandra. At the weekends he works, so yeah. But I mean, he works during the week. We both are working all the time, actually, still. So we both are able to work from home. And I've been working from home for 13 years. I have been training for this. It's not funny, I know, but you have to see the fun in the situation, right? Oh, dear me. At least I can give you some tips when you're all, you know, when it's all getting too much. I am making the kiss blanket at the moment. So yes, and the colours for the kiss blanket. The colours for the kiss blanket are on my blog. Okay, I don't sort of, there's no video for them yet or anything because of course it's still ongoing, but I am publishing them on that same blog post. So go back to that blog post, finding the kiss blanket, and I add to those. So up to now it's the last color. So I've now got 3. So I'm now doing white, then the next one is duck egg, and then this one is aster, yeah. So yes, I mean, Hannah, you know, we have to laugh, don't we? So these 3 will be the last ones on there, because obviously those are the last 3 that I know. So, oh, Sonia, at least you have been, you know, at least you saw her from a distance, let's put it that way. But it's the way it is now, isn't it? So hopefully you can communicate with her through the window or even through FaceTime or something like that. You know, it's the world we live in at the moment, and we've just got to accept it. And the quicker we start accepting it, the quicker this might just be over. Well done, Sonia. Well done. So yeah, so Dirk just posted the link to the WordPress blog I saw come past. So do go and have a look, because thank you, Joe, because you know, all the colors are there. People were getting confused and were getting, oh, I want to know the colors, but they are on the blog. And I keep updating it, but of course it is a work in progress. Like I said, I am not ready with it yet. Some people have finished theirs, which is fine, of course. When you have decided that's it, that's enough, that's fine. I am going to keep working on mine. It seems to be going all right because I've had breaks. I think it's okay. I also have, I don't know whether you notice, I hope you notice there's a blanket that's finished. Look at that. Yeah, we are all missing people at the moment, and thank goodness we have internet and FaceTime and messages, and you know, because that does help an awful lot. I think, you know, people are able to stay in touch much better than whatever before, you know. So I have finished my Havana. So just before I show you this, Havana, the Havana blanket is a pattern by Tina Toridotur something, and if you put it into Google and you just put Havana crochet blanket, you will find out, you know, it will take you there. Obviously, it's a really well-known blanket. It's a paid pattern, so you have to pay for it, but I wanted to do the technique, and we've all been doing it in a crochet club. But I did the colors myself, yes. So at Crochet Club we all did the blanket, but we all did different colors. We were all looking around, because this is it. If you type it into Google, if you type it into Pinterest, even Havana Cal, Havana crochet blanket, Havana, you see so many color versions. You do not know what to choose anymore. So this is my choice. You remember the V-stitch stash buster, right? I did that in the color order, and that really, see, I am cunning like that. Really, that V-stitch blanket was my trial for putting the colors together. And you remember I didn't sort of like it all that much. Yeah, so I can't do a video for the actual thing here, okay, because that's not my pattern. I have, however, done a video for the border, because that's my border. I am not doing her border. She also suggests a double border, but she has like design in it, which I didn't want to do. And she also, the other border that she suggests is a single crochet border, which I didn't want to do either. So I did the color choices is mine, the pattern is Tina's, and then the border is mine again. And yes, like I said, I tried out the color choices for this one in my V-stitch blanket, and no, I did change a few things here. The thing is, you see, that's where I learned what I did wrong, and I tried to correct it here. It still didn't work as well as in certain places it was funny, but I really like it. Some people were doing combinations of two. Some people, so this is the oh, thank you, Hege. This is the sort of what I had envisaged, going through my stash in color order, and then having the graphite to go through every color, in between every color. So I have a video which I'm making at the moment about the blanket. So I'm talking about the blanket, about the pattern, who did it basically, and you'll have to go and look for her pattern. But also I have done the border there as well. But of course it's the same border as the Orla Keeley blanket, enclosed border. So this one here. Okay, so this is the original one. This is my original enclosed border, which I used for this one. So I also then used it for this mosaic crochet one. How did I know I was going to have enough yarn? Well, I didn't. I have, you've seen my stash, you've seen a picture of my stash. I have it in color order, and I thought, well, I'm only going to need 1 or 2 single crochet rows of each color, which uses absolutely nothing, so you didn't need all that much for this. I had a couple of balls of graphite, but then I ordered like 10 more, which I didn't need. So you're going to see a lot of graphite soon. But it didn't, Marilyn. It did not. It did not use a lot of... It did not use a lot of yarn at all. I was really surprised. I think it only, for the body of the blanket, right, I think it only used about 3 balls of graphite. So I think like 10 or 12 balls in total for the blanket would have, you know, I think, yeah. The border, on the other hand, that does take a lot of yarn, because of course you're doing 2 borders, you see. And then of course you're closing it up as well. So I did not sew in a single end for this blanket. Do you remember last week I showed you the blanket together with all the ends? I did not have to sew in one end, because I put them all in the border. Can you see how thick it is? See? It's got the ends in it. No, I did not trim them. I will put a list of the colours. I took pictures. I'll put those in the video. Okay. So there'll be a list of, or I'll put them on the website or something, on the blog. I'll do a blog post as well, and I'll put them on there. But yeah, so then I checked my yarn stash, because obviously I've got, you know, I put them in the order that I like them. Then I worked out per week, because it's set up in weeks, so it's sort of each section, this one, so this is the first section. So I worked out how many rows and how many colors and how many, do you know what I mean? So each so I worked out how many rows there were, I worked out how many colors I had, I worked out blah blah blah, you know, all the maths. And then I wrote them in my pattern. I printed it off, and then I wrote the colors next to it, which ones I was supposed to use for that week's section, and it worked out really well. So I'm really pleased that I did that. Like I said, others did just combinations of any colors, but I just wanted to do this, you know, the actually, Gerda, I didn't, but this is still squishy. But after, when I was sewing it up here, when I was sort of crocheting my last stitches, I thought I should have done that. I should have put some yarn in to make it look as thick. But to be honest, it doesn't, well, yeah, you can tell, I suppose you can tell that this one is thicker than this one. But I don't mind, it's okay. It's okay. So, you know, I don't mind too much about that. But I am so pleased. It's finished. Yes. That's one whip. That's out the door. Well, not really, but yeah. So tomorrow it's going to get washed. You're going to get washed tomorrow. So behave. Behave in that washing machine. But yeah, I am super pleased that it's finished. Oh, hi there. Hi, Nida. How are you? So yes, I am very, very happy with this. Somebody asked me earlier, did you use DK yarn? Yes, I used DK, but Tina used Aran. And so this is quite a small blanket. I was going to put my border really wide and have it sort of, you know, double the width than what it is now, but I'm done with it. You know, I just wanted it finished, I wanted it filmed, and I want to wash it and sort of put it to the side, because I've got lots of other things to be getting on with. But I don't, it's a smaller blanket, but I don't mind, it's fine. You know, it'll be, it's okay for, you know, it's not going to cover the whole of you, it's sort of more sort of from your middle to your feet. That's fine, you know. There we go. But I have to say, it's an easy pattern. It's an easy pattern. It's well written and it's wonderful. It's such a nice blanket. Yeah, and the technique of doing these sort of stitches is just lovely. So yeah, if you you know, if you want to do something else, if you want to learn a new technique, this is a good one. Really easy, addictive, very addictive. What was that question you asked me? Tracy, lately I've noticed that the blankets, because of course it goes through your hands, right? And you're working on them, it goes through your hands, and there must be, you know, something coming off your hands. So I just want to wash them to you know, sort of make them smell nice as well. Yes, Diana, it is quite clear. Once you've got the first section is easy to do, but just take your time for doing that. And once you know what you're doing, once you've got the technique, all the rest is really easy. So yes, it is quite easy to follow. She's done it really well in her pattern. So yeah, it's good. You know, try it. It's really good. No, Sandra, you did not have to sew in any ends. Hey, Whisper. No, she wanted you to knot it and cut it off, but I'm thinking, no, I'm not doing that. I am going to just leave them as they are. That's what I did with this one here as well. Okay. Right. Kimberly, it's my tea. You know how we have those boxes of tea that you buy? You have a few and then you put them in the cabinet and you forget about them. Well, my plan is during this isolation time that I am going to drink up all my teas. So I got the Sonia, I have, and there is a video, but it's only a very small thing, one of the Christmas things a couple of years ago. And I think we need to do that. And I've put all my tea in here, so I can just do blind dip tea. No. Okay. Right. And then let me talk about this. I have plans, you see, people. I have plans. Do you remember? Yes! Do you remember? This is a jam jar. This is leftover cotton. This is the matching hook. And this represents your hooks, your, you know, collection of hooks, or a few of your hooks. So, on next Friday, the 3rd of April, I am going to do a live tutorial. So instead of a video being published at 6 o'clock in the evening, GMT, I am going to be sitting there ready at, yes I have, at 6 o'clock GMT, ready to do a live tutorial. Okay, so that's going to be next Friday, and we are going to make something. We are going to make something then. Okay, so next Friday. Now, the week after, we are going to do the same thing again. And for the, is it the 10th of April? For the 10th of April, you will need cotton, a hairband, an elastic band, you know, one of those, you know, and the matching hook. Okay, so I have loads of them here. One of these hairbands, right? So for the 10th of April, you will need a hairband, cotton, and a hook. Okay. This cotton is 8/8, which means it's DK, isn't it? It's for a 3.5 to a 4 hook. So this is for the 10th, for a live tutorial for the 10th. And this is what you need for a live tutorial for the 3rd. Okay? Well, this is just your hooks, right? It's just a nice thing I have. It's a plastic sort of container and it's got a collection of hooks. It's just, this represents your hooks. So you don't really need this. All you need is this. Okay? Then I will be there at 6, ready to show you there and then. Why did I do this to myself? How to make whatever it is that we're going to make. And if it goes wrong, you will you will know it. We'll see. Rachel, I think you can also do it in 4-ply. Certainly what we're doing, I will give you ideas of for doing it with thinner and thicker cotton as well, okay? And you will be able to adapt the pattern for that because, yeah, what we're making, you'll be able to adapt it to your jar and to your cotton, okay? Ja, katona denk ik dat je kan gebruiken. Dat is wel iets dunner, maar ik denk je kan dat gebruiken. Dat is geen probleem. Yes, why not, Sonia? You can use that. Worsted is it the same as DK or a little bit thicker, I think. So I will in the tutorial I will give you sort of ideas for what you have to do. Yes. Yeah, as well. This is probably 8/8 as well. It's just the DK. It's just the DK yarn, basically. This actually is from Hobby. See? Okay. So that's that. And then for next Saturday, because you know I've been doing these afternoon lives. See, the thing is, you see, I've been thinking about all these things that I had. It's all about what we already have in our house, right? You've got your teas, you've got your body lotions that you're going to use up. And I found something else in my house and I've never used, I buy it, but I don't use it. And that's what I'm going to do on Saturday. I'm going to have a pamper day. Right? So, on Saturday, if you have nothing else to do, when I see you for the live in the afternoon, it would be nice if you also had a really nice pampery day where you had like your long shower, done your hair nicely, you know. And I have these face masks that I buy and that I never use. So I'm going to do a face mask. And or a face, you know, those sort of paper masks or the you know, the one, you know, that you put on your face from a tube, something like that. Okay, so that's what we're doing next Saturday. So I'm not going to be able to see you guys, but you'll be seeing me, and I will have a face mask on. But just think of the lovely, nice skin you'll have afterwards. Face mask and lipstick, mind you. We're having fun, aren't we? We've got to have something to look forward to. So that's what I'm doing next Saturday. So hopefully you'll be able to join me, have a rummage around in those. Yes, maybe you know, have a rummage around in those cabinets, in those what am I crocheting now? Oh, I'm working on the kiss blanket. But do you know what I mean? We've got all these things in our house and we don't use them. Yeah, maybe I could. That would be good, wouldn't it, Karen? That would give people a laugh. Mine, I think, is like a white colour at the moment. Yeah, and I'll have a bowl with water and I'll wipe it off here and then I'll have a red face. I don't mind. I don't mind. It's all entertainment. So, next Saturday, pamper day. Try and have a really nice... Julie, lovely! And you read in the bath. Oh, wonderful. I can't read in my shower, mind you. You know, ja. Jawel, we hebben wel tijd om te haken. We vinden wel wat tijd. Dat maskertje, dat moet daarop blijven. Wat kunnen we dan beter doen dan haken? Voila. So while we have our mask on our faces, we can do a bit of crochet time. Okay, so find all those things that you can do during the week. Put them ready on Saturday. Have a nice shower before or after the live. You know, have a nice healthy lunch or something like that. Yes, something. Yeah, I have that face, sort of that paper thing, you know. I think I have a cream one, you know, where you sort of put it on, and I think I'll put that on. I'll put it on during the live because you can't have it on for too long, can you? Not for an hour and a half. My face will be extra clean. But yeah, what about we do that, eh? Why not? No, Carol! We need our skin to be beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. Yes, I have decided to start using lipstick every day. When I get up, I'm going to put on my lipstick. Earlier, I went to pick up Dirk, and the only thing I had on my face was lipstick. Lipstick. So now I put my makeup on, and I thought, more lipstick. This colour is the Barry M Bespoke colour, and it's a combination of a pencil and a matte. Can you see it's matte? Matte lip gloss almost. And I love the colour. I think it's a really, really pretty colour. And I wear the lip pencil all the time, and now I thought I'm gonna start wearing that because it's in my drawer. You never wear it. Why not? You know? So yeah, lipstick every day. It's a decision. Right, people, I will see you on Friday. Thank you, Karen. Oh yeah, Suzanne, my lips get really bad. I mean, I'm going to have to put a lot of Vaseline and a lot of lip salve on in between because obviously, yeah, my lips are going to get really bad. But I've made this decision. I'm going to do it. use them up if you've got them all the same colour. So get your things ready for Friday. Get ready for Friday during the live tutorial. Do make sure you realize I am doing things. I can't just look at all the things, you know, sort of maybe, you know, we'll see how it goes, okay? We'll see how it goes, but obviously I won't be able to chat maybe that closely. I don't know how I'm going to set it up yet, but we'll get there, okay? So get this ready for Friday, 6 p.m. GMT. I will be there to show you what we are going to be making. So I hope everyone had a lovely time, and I've given you some ideas to do. Like I said, tomorrow I'm washing blankets, and sort of towards the middle of the week I think I'm just going to wash sheets and stuff like that. So just make things a thing, you know. And I'm wanting to use up this tea, and I've already set up a thing, you know, a way of doing it. So we're just having hot water, honey, and then I'm picking out a tea bag. So I'm happy. I hope I can give you some tips to keep a smile on your face. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe, stay indoors as much as you can, and we will see you on Friday. Bye everyone. Bye. Bye. Give me a like before you leave. Bye.